the fucking game bar, it works, so now I can get like a full capture of it. While hopefully this will be better than OBS, because I don't know. This seems like this is designed to. Whoa! Oh, that never happened before.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
I think I'm here to kill you. Can I move this? Oh, I can't move it, so...
Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Oh, that sucks.
Great job.
I'll figure it
You
out.
gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Like, you can't see it, but like I see like a
Walk
timer
downstairs
showing me how long
and lock
I've
eyes
been
with the
recording.
princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist.
It's right in the way of
binding
the
her to far
options.
walls of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Yeah, it wasn't a joke.
I know. You brought a knife with you and everything. But you don't have to try and kill me. You could always toss that scrap of metal to the ground and give the two of us a chance to talk things out.
She makes a compelling point. What if we didn't kill her? What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us. You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me?
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Let's go.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh
You gotta be
easily give
shitting me.
way.
Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
So it's not that, so let's steal
You
nerve,
step
step forward.
your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? no talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in the space, so...
She's unarmed.
Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without. You feel flesh easily.
Oh, this is it.
What am I missing? Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you? I see. The silent treatment. You know, if you don't share with
Okay,
me...
that's it.
Oh,
You know. Doubt,
Boom.
unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurt! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Yeah, finish it!
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
I'll see you in hell.
The two of you fall to the floor.
this was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yeah, demon check time.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
But I already slew the princess. Sure, she killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again?
I can assure you that you didn't slay her, and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning. That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
No, I
We did
did.
our best with the information we were given, and we did kill her, and yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations, you've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything?
Motherfucker, I
For
don't
asking
sound like that.
It sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? Ugh, enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters. I couldn't agree more. The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits.
Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
To quote you, we killed each other last time. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Who locked her in that basement?
People locked her in that basement, and this is maddening. Why do you keep asking questions?
Because
There's nothing wrong with getting the full picture of what's going on here.
Because I'm disrespectful to authority?
Sure there is. It's wasting time and energy that would be better spent fighting.
If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. Oh, I didn't know we were special. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
Okay.
Great, now... A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Crystal. Let's just get on with it already.
Proceed.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
This whole cabin is different from last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. The world is depending on you.
Didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
You already wasted so much time in the woods. Who even cares if there's a mirror?
I do. I care. I want to look at myself. So you see how handsome I am.
I care less about that and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us? I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even
You're
do?
telling me to not trust my eyes. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago, and now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Oh shit! No, I wasn't supposed to. No. Okay, 1 second. Okay, we're back. Enter the basement.
Knife this
No
time.
knife.
Right then, fisticuffs it is. Probably more fair to her anyway. Wouldn't want to feel like we cheated our way to a win.
As long as you can still get the job done. And don't forget that the blade is waiting for you upstairs if you happen to change your mind. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulphuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
Demon Jack! Woohoo!
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
See, told ya.
But no little knife this time, huh? No. I hope you're not just here to chat. I've been itching for a rematch.
I hope you heard all that, narrator. This is all different from last time, but last time definitely happened.
Okay, fine. Let's say for a moment I believe you.
What?
For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time.
So?
Are you okay?
Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Now, I'm actually here to You look different.
Aside from your empty hands, you look exactly the same.
So you do remember me?
No, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again? Or are you scared I'm going to put you down for good this time?
I actually think I've fallen in love with you.
Are you just going to let her talk to us like that?
We're not scared.
I think my position on violence in this situation is already more than clear, but you really shouldn't let yourself be goaded so easily. There's more at risk in this encounter than your fragile ego. I agree. If we're gonna fight her, we need a weapon.
I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think two of us have a few things to unpack first, like how we're both still alive. I'm gonna save. So I can't move the window to see what it says because that will just stop the recording. So let's see. We're both still alive.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done. Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
I'm actually here to free you.
Free her? You aren't. I don't know why I'm even bothering, to be honest. You know the stakes of the situation.
Who says I want to be free?
Ah, man, I can't see what that says. Why wouldn't you want to be free?
Are you sure we want to look a gift horse in the mouth right now? If she doesn't want to leave, doesn't this whole situation just work out for everyone?
Hold on, just hold on.
There's nothing out there for me. The only thing I care about is right here. All I want is to keep knowing what it feels like to kill you and be killed by you. I want to feel that knife split me open. I want to feel your bones snap beneath my fists.
Okay, let's just calm down.
Let the princess speak for herself here. Leaving her in the basement isn't an answer. You have to make a choice.
And there's only one choice worth making. Fight her. Win.
Can we talk?
Haven't we talked enough? Do you really have anything else to say? Or are you just stalling because you're scared I'm going to kill you again?
No, I'm stalling because I love you.
You haven't decided? We talked more than enough last time. Do you really have...
Okay,
If you
shift,
want
shift.
to talk, I guess I can talk. But you should come a little closer first.
Okay, gonna make a gamble here.
Oh, you've got another thing coming if you think you can just turn around and leave.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna have to...
Step towards the stairs. You hear the heavy creak of straining metal.
Hell yeah!
Then a snap. She's loose. You have to make a decision, and you have to make it fast.
Okay, team, what are our options? I think that's what it says. I don't know.
How about we get that? Your voice doesn't have the chance to finish that thought before the princess barrels into you and smashes your body into the rough stone wall.
Should I
Should've...
finish my thought now?
Sure, why not? Here. So glad we could stick around to hear the end of that. But I'm afraid that's all the time you had left. Why, for the love of everything, did you stop to think? What did you expect you'd come up with?
I don't know, I thought it would've been like Disco Elysium where like time stopped while I was thinking.
It doesn't matter, because everything goes dark and you die. Great job. No, come on, we can't be dead. We didn't even get a chance to fight her.
Shut
Dead
up.
is dead, but maybe you'll have better luck next time.
The Fury. Oh boy. So looks like we're good for another double feature, so I'll save it over here. I actually don't remember. I'll just save it here. It's all the same one. Let me
You're
just
on a
check.
pu- you're-
Yeah, that's just... It's the same thing. What?
You're on? Alright, change of plans.
What the
We're
fuck?
taking the blade this time, and we're not hiding upstairs.
Who cares about the blade? If we had a chance against her, we already missed it, didn't we? She
Oh,
got
right.
stronger,
One of them that was like
and we stayed
wild.
the same.
We've seen her bleed. Whatever she is, she started out mortal, which means she probably is still mortal, which means we can win. We just didn't take things seriously enough last time.
If that's what you want, then fine. Enjoy being beaten to death again and again.
You're stuck here with us too. For all you know, we'll never get to leave this place until we get it right. Well, this is just great. Let me cut to the chase. Clearly, you've already been here. Yeah, you think?
Actually, I don't think we have been here.
I don't remember any of this.
This is all different, isn't it?
That's a good point. Everything here is a little off.
Yes, precisely. And if you'd given me 2 seconds to finish my thought, I would have said that.
Oh, how does it feel to not be able to finish your thoughts?
Oh, you're actually letting me talk now. Great. If you've already been here, it means you've seen things you aren't supposed to have seen, and you know things that you aren't supposed to know. This doesn't look like a path in the woods if reality seems distorted. It's because reality is distorted. So you knew this could happen. You knew we'd be able to restart like this. I know all sorts of things, which is why you should listen to me.
That's not really an answer.
Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously. Don't worry. We only need this one last go at things. You'd better hope that's true. And don't let that inflated ego get in the way of doing your job.
What's the point? We might as well just give up. The stakes keep getting higher and we keep getting smaller.
Shut up, you.
Cut it out, will you? We need to be tough right now. You're making it so much harder than it has to be, so stop whining.
Feels like in a... You said yourself that you know more than you're letting on. If you want me to go to the cabin, you better tell us everything.
I can't. anything I say at this point is far more likely to accelerate the unraveling of this place than it is to actually help you do your job. In fact, I probably shouldn't have even said that. I trust that if you've been here before, it means you know how dangerous she is, and that you know I'm not lying to you about her. Really? That's it? That's all we're getting out of you?
Even now you're full of secrets. We're doomed, aren't we?
I get it. You're conflicted. You've been through a lot, but I really have to be firm here. I will tell you one thing, which is that even now you are capable of stopping her and saving the world from ruin. You always have been, and you always will be. Do with that what you will.
Feels like I'm being pulled in 100 different directions. You better all listen to me when the time comes to make a choice.
So what if I'm speaking my mind? It's not like I've ever really gotten a say in things.
Let's keep it that way. I don't trust this one.
I don't think you have much to worry about. You're still the one in charge here, and I don't think that's ever going to change.
If I don't slay here, if I just stay here or do anything else, and we hit this point of no return, then what happens?
Then what happens? Have you even been listening? It's the end is what happens.
Yeah, but is there something after?
How am I supposed to know? The end means finality. It's not like I can just peek on over to the other side and tell you what it's like there. If there even is a there, it doesn't matter because we're going to win. Now that's exactly the sort of mindset I like to see. Don't let yourself be consumed with self-doubt. Don't flirt with oblivion. Just
I am
focus on the
definitely
present
gonna
and
flirt with
everything will be
oblivion.
Absolutely fine. Good. We're all on the same page. It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her.
That's it? No final words of advice?
I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard, and that's fine by me. Let's get moving. I'm itching for a rematch. The interior of the cabin is a place that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight.
You know, assuming this is how it's supposed to happen. There were other slots all the time. I didn't have to limit myself to... Don't let that get to me. Don't let that get to me. Just overwrite this save. And load this one. Bye?
Oh, you've got another thing coming if you think you can just turn...
Yeah.
Then a snap. She's loose. You have to make a decision, and you have to make it fast.
Let's go.
You do your best to scramble up the stairs before the princess can reach you. You practically feel her steamy breath on the back of your neck, but you manage, just barely, to throw yourself over the threshold and slam the heavy stone doors behind you.
I want to slam the
You're
doors.
safe, if only for a moment. The blade. Take the blade from the altar.
No. You're, something. Find the way I am, thanks.
Are you sure about that?
Do you think this door is enough to hold me? You're not getting out of this. I don't care how many things I have to break. I'm getting the fight I want.
Leave the cabin. Leave the cabin.
The cabin shakes as the princess throws herself against the basement door.
It's huge and made of stone. We're fine. Right?
If we had a weapon, we'd be fine. Yes, you should probably pick up the blade, shouldn't you?
No.
I know I'd feel a lot safer with it.
Just wait.
Before you can act, another impact shakes the cabin, a massive gash splitting its way up the stone doors. She comes. The doors explode outwards, shards of stone clattering against the walls as the princess emerges from the basement.
After everything we've been through, I can't believe this is going to end with you cowering in a corner. You're pathetic.
I'm not cowering.
We're doomed.
In a fit of violence, the princess explodes across the room and closes the gap between you. She is merciless. With every blow comes a bloom of fresh pain, igniting nerves you didn't know you even had. Your skin bruising and splitting and bleeding as her fists rain down relentlessly. Thankfully, you won't have to bear this agony much longer. Your body has its limits. She has found them. I hate this. With your body a shapeless pulp, her fingers wrap around what's left of your neck.
You disgust me.
You hear a snap. Then everything goes dark, and you die.
Same shit, okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path... Alright, change of plan.
So that's what he said, okay. Would you like load to alone save progress? Yeah. Same thing happens.
The interior of the cabin is...
Let me just...
You're on a...
Later. Just do it. It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter.
The interior of the cabin is a place that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight. But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat. That's horrible. It doesn't matter. The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
It's that mirror again, and this time it's blocking the door.
A mirror? There is no mirror. There's... done this already. Trying to keep up. The repetition is maddening. I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror. You're either seeing things or you're confused on the definitions of door and mirror. Or you're seeing things. That seems far away.
Don't gaslight me. Gaslighting isn't real. You made that word up because you're crazy.
What are you trying to say exactly?
He thinks we've lost it, that we're succumbing to madness, that something in us is broken.
Wow, guess I should get a damage tattoo on my forehead.
That's an unnecessarily melodramatic way to describe a hallucination, but sure. I'm not going to waste time arguing with any of you. It went away after we touched it last time. Let's just do it again.
Approach the mirror. All those
Step
other...
forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it.
I want to see the other options.
The interior of the... But that is... That's all. It doesn't... The only... The blade...
Didn't... Okay, it's gotta be the same shit.
Done this... What do you...
Yeah.
That's enough. You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it. You really don't, do you? How strange.
It really is just like last time. Are we really hallucinating? Why here? Why now?
Let's just smash it and get it over with. I'm ready to get violent.
We won't be able to see what's in there if we smash it.
Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
You should always waste time when you don't have any. Rule 504, time is not the boss of you. Smash!
Your fist crashing down
Ah!
against the basement.
Ah!
As if on command, it slowly slides open,
You ever punch a
scraping
wall so
against the
hard,
stone
like-
floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead.
I don't know how Kyle can punch drywall every day. Like, it's just... Like, that would just... destroy my knuckles.
Why am I not surprised? You step forward into the darkness. The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. A high-vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic. The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence. The metallic scent of fresh blood
twisting with the nauseating embers of the charred remains. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
So you've returned after denying me the salvation of combat? Are you here to gloat? Are you here to mock what I've become?
I'm here to save you.
Do you think that if you let me kill you enough times, I'll suddenly soften and repent for sins that live solely in your head? Well, we've tried that, haven't we? Now come down and see what your refusal has done to me. See how much you can bear to witness the consequences of your actions.
But I don't want to see what we made. Can't we just give up? Blade, no Blade, it's all the same. We can't beat her.
We can. You're just a quitter. I want to see. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's walls are painted in blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone.
She's even more beautiful.
The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
Sit on my face? I'm sorry, the test. Bad joke. Whoa.
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh. And then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It plops to the ground. She pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings. She is loose, and she is coming for you.
What can we even do against someone like her? She has such power, such beauty.
Stop that. We can win. We just have to lose our fear. We don't even have a weapon. It doesn't matter. I refuse to go out anyways. Kicking and screaming.
Can't hear you over the heartbeat and, my emotions. What happened to you? We don't have to do this. Just listen to me. Let me save, because this is going to be another thing. Overwrite my save. I wonder if I would have summoned a different voice depending on what I did, because, like, I stopped and think, and that's what killed me. I wonder if, like, leaving the basement would have summoned a different voice. Whatever. Please, we don't have to do this.
You're right. We don't. But I want to. So badly.
She bounds across the room.
Wait. But please, just listen to me.
No. No more words. There is only the truth of violence left between us.
She bounds across the room, her fists ready, her heart set upon your destruction. Horrifying squelch. You are unwound.
I hope you weren't planning on dying. We're going to make this last forever. Huh. I feel cold. I've never felt cold before.
Heh, should have killed me in one shot. Ugh. True to her herd, you'd not die by her hand, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me. You've been here before and you always get scared.
It feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
The princess
I
is
don't
gone.
want to look at us.
It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
Maybe there'll be a good fight there. Maybe we'll find her again.
A mercy.
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Don't need this anymore. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there.
How's it going, Hellraiser?
Do you know what we'll find out there?
Is that a rhetorical question? Do you know? There's trees and stars, and there are people, I think. At least there are supposed to be people. There are birds, and there are things that are not birds.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. But there is passion and empathy in her misery. She will make for a burning heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
Fucking demons that look like mutilated corpses. Gotta be one of my favorite genders. Do you think anything is real out there? Are we real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
Yeah. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. I don't know why. But I know this for a fact. And when I find him, you and I are gonna finally have answers.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
How many more vessels?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude.
If this is the last one, anything you want me to bring to you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
I am ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
See you around. Everything goes dark, and you die. An unwound vessel. Bring the fury to her. So, that is two more. We have two more routes to do. The stranger and the prisoner. But there might be more secret routes that I don't know of. So, yeah, we'll do that next time. This was fun.